Ladies and gentlemen, he's the greatest drag racer of all time. He is 90 years young, and Big Daddy, I can't believe it. I love what you and Steve Huff are doing. It's amazing, but can you believe some fans out there are booing electric? I mean, we're not taking over drag racing, right? Some fans were booing electric. I couldn't believe it.
Well, there's some that like it and there's some that don't like it. If you like a lot of noise, you don't like it. But I'm to the age where I like it quiet, so that's why I like it.
Well, it is amazing, and they can't boo you. You're the greatest of all time. We know that. You're going to make it cool. And what is it about electric that sucked you in?
Okay, for me, it's because I'm doing something different, experimental. I'm having fun. I'm in an area that nobody's been before, and that's what excites me. The most obnoxious thing to me is for something to be exactly the same, repetitive, over and over and over. And that's that Top Fuel are. They don't dare put anything new on them. It's against the rules. And so it don't interest me anymore. And plus, you want to go faster than 3.6 seconds? What's it going to be to watch? Let's just go 0 and not even see nothing. That would really be great. I mean, that would be an accomplishment if we could get down there in no time, but there would be nothing to see. And that's what my dad told me. He said, if you ever want to see if something's a good idea, take it to the extreme. If it's still a good idea, you got something. Well, you take that to the extreme. I'm ready to do something that, they're running 770, now it's going to want to go into the 6s and over 210, and it's all starting all over again, but with a different process. And so it's fun, and that's what it's all about.
I love it. So here's the big question. Steve Huff, he just barely beat you to 200 because of COVID and all these other things that happened. I know you couldn't get out as much as you want, but the big question is, when are we going to see that Big Daddy Steve Huff showdown side by side? That's what everybody wants to see.
Well, we would have seen it today, but the car was not certified. My car was not certified yet, and NHRA just refused to certify it here on the ground. We followed everything that they said we're supposed to do. It's all there, but they wouldn't even look at it because they have a rule that says they don't certify cars at national events, especially then going to let them run, even though it's an exhibition run.
Wait a minute.
I could have probably thrown my weight around and went and seen Glenn Cromwell.
Glenn, okay.
But I didn't see any point in making anybody mad. There's no point in it. And I have a scheduled event on April 23rd at the Moroso West Palm Beach track. And I haven't not made a full run with this car, just test runs in the driveway. So the fact of the matter is I would rather go out and make a couple of test runs and see just where I'm at before I line up beside Steve Huff. Even though I have all the confidence in the world, it's just as fast as he is. And it's interesting that my car was built over here on the East Coast. Totally different technology.
Yeah, sure.
His was built out in Spokane, and I think they're pretty darn closely matched.
And one's AC and one's DC.
Exactly.
How about that? I mean,
it's perfect. It's a great deal, and we will get a lot of interest in this in drag race. I guarantee you take this around, it'll put crowds into tracks.
I love it, guys. Let's do it. Let's set up this race. And, hey, I know they wouldn't make an exception for me, but I think if NHRA would make an exception for anybody, it might be the Big Daddy.
Yeah, but like I said, I could have probably went and got Glenn Cromwell to told him to go ahead and take the car, but I just didn't want to make the guy mad. He's trying to do his job. He knows what the rules are, and he wasn't going to bend them, and I didn't want to go over his head.
Very classy. That's why he's the Big Daddy. He's the greatest of all time, and soon we're going to see that Huff versus Garlits showdown.
Yeah, we're going to see it.